40-year-old Brianne Correll contracted COVID-19 back in March. Now, almost a year later, she's still reeling from the effects of the virus. Brianne says she believes she contracted the virus from her husband, Paul, who caught it at CHEO, where he works. While his symptoms were minimal, nothing more than your average cold or flu, hers got progressively worse. At the time, COVID-19 testing was scarce and only those who recently traveled were allowed to get tested. Paul was only able to get a test after she ended up in hospital because of the virus.
I tested positive on March 30th and dropped off at the hospital by my husband. I was intubated, so on a ventilator for 2 weeks. It was on March 31st that I got intubated. I was in the hospital for about a month. I don't remember the ICU on the ventilator at all.
Paul says the whole ordeal was an emotional time for him and their 2 daughters, Isla 6 and Rise 10, saying the virus was so new and even the medical experts didn't know what to expect.
I mean, each day the medical team would call just to update and whatever, and as far as seriously, they can't really tell you. They're like, she's still requiring the ventilator. They're like, we're hoping, things improve. But even they weren't, I don't think they were super sure about anything.
After 2 weeks, Brianne started to show signs of improvement. Her strength was up and her willingness to live was shining through.
Oh, it was brutal. It was really bad because also all the people that want to help you aren't allowed in your house because we were all quarantined right in the house because I had COVID, but obviously my symptoms were nothing. Within a few days, I was like 2 days, I was totally fine, but nobody could come out. Nobody could, just to sit and talk to somebody like that wasn't available. Your friends, your family, it was just me and 2 of our kids that were just here together. So it was, and you're just kind of stuck with this fear of the unknown, and you're only talking to people once or twice a day at the hospital to even get a little update.
Since Paul and Brianne did not quarantine from their 2 daughters, they believe they must have also contracted the virus, but showed little signs. Now it's been almost a year since the pair contracted COVID-19, and Brianne is still struggling every day to perform simple tasks. There have been almost no signs of improvement since returning home from the hospital, and no support services in place to help her battle the unknown. Brianne is now known as a COVID-19 long hauler, someone who just can't seem to escape the virus. Despite testing positive at the end of March, she didn't test negative until June 17th, 79 days later.
You can hear it in my voice too. It's very raspy. I get dizzy a lot, extreme fatigue, but also insomnia, so that's always fun. Hair loss. What else? Oh, I fall down a lot. I still can't taste or smell. Those are kind of the big ones. But it sucks all around. Like, I don't feel good. Even just walking from the couch to the kitchen, I am super short of breath. My heart rate rests around 130 to 140 just sitting here talking to you. Like, it's not comfortable. I'm not comfortable.
On a good day, Brianne can bring her kids to the bus stop, vacuum the house, or make dinner. On bad days, she can barely get out of bed. The Correll family is really hoping for 2020 to be their year after suffering illness 2 years prior. In 2018, Brianne was diagnosed with a benign brain tumor. It was removed successfully, however, her doctors believe it caused 2 autoimmune conditions, which weakened her hormones, lungs, and kidneys. Her doctor believes that might be why she got so sick from COVID-19. As a way to lessen the symptoms caused by the autoimmune disorders, Brianne has been taking a number of medications, including high doses of steroids, which at first caused weight gain. Brianne believes it might have been the steroids which saved her life after recent studies have shown they could reduce the risk of death in COVID-19 patients. Brianne does not know what the future may hold and worries she will never feel the way she did before becoming infected with the virus. Both scientists and health experts say it's too soon to know the permanent effects COVID-19 can have on the body and if you can get it more than once.
The message is, don't be complacent. Don't think it's going away because it's clearly not. And people got really lax over the summer, right? Because the weather was nice and we wanted to go out and we wanted to see our friends. But you can't. You can't do the 25 people in your backyard or in your house. You have to follow the rules. The science is there. You know, don't think you know better because you don't. Like, just follow the rules, and literally we all have to if this is ever going to go away. You know, some people who wear it under their nose or don't think it applies to them because they have a breathing problem. Well, so do I, but I wear a mask, you know? So just be smart, you know, just don't be complacent.
Now, the future for Quarel remains uncertain at this time, and scientists say it's just too soon to know what type of everlasting impacts COVID-19 will have on the human body. Now, for Quarel, she is a long hauler, and she knows the fight will be tough, but she is prepared to do whatever it takes to get better for her family. Charlie Cenac, WIN News, Ottawa.